All right, what happened? Wow.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the latest edition of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Elyachar, the chief content producer and writer of Jake'sTake.com, a pop culture entertainment news website. If you're listening to this, our audio version, please give us a 5-star rating and download this episode and more episodes. If you're watching us on our YouTube, please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe. I'm so excited to welcome this legend in the building. He is an actor and a comedian. He's appeared in various films such as There's Something About Mary, Fever Pitch, Tattoo, and Halloween Kills. Many of you might know him as his role as Uncle Teddy on FX's Rescue Me, and now he can be seen as Bobby Kearney on NBC's Extended Family. So please help me welcome Lenny Clarke to the podcast.
Thank you, Jacob. A real pleasure to be with you.
Lenny, it's such an honor to have you. It's a privilege to speak with you. We were just talking about that I first fell in love with your work on Hollywood Squares way back all those years ago.
That was a real joy to do that because I worked with so many people, Taylor, Casey and the Sunshine Band, all the judges. I mean, it was really great.
Absolutely. So let's get started. So, in your humble opinion, how has the television industry evolved since you first started? Has it changed for the better? Has it changed for the worse? And why?
Well, I think it's changed for the better because it had to. Uh, right now, with the streaming and everything, people can watch the shows. When I started with Lenny on CBS in the '90s, you had to watch it or you never saw it.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's very amazing. So we got to talk about some of the lessons that you learned. So have you, from your experience in the entertainment industry, so you must have learned a lot of lessons.
I certainly did. I remember I was sitting with a president of one of the studios. I won't mention the studio, but he said, Lenny, we're really interested in being in business and we'd like to do a movie. We'll give you $1 million for the first movie, 2 million for the second movie, and 2 million for the third movie, 5 million pictures. I have one question. Can you act? And I said, hey, I'm making believe I'm having fun with you all night. They threw me out. I lost everything.
I'm sorry, Lenny. That's just must have been rough. But however, I think you've. But here's the thing: you carried on, you persevered, and you've been on so many incredible projects.
I have been blessed. This all started as a joke, Jacob. I never knew I was going to be doing TV and movies, even the stand-up. I mean, I've traveled the world. I've entertained the USO all over the world. I've been very, very blessed, and I feel really, really lucky.
Awesome, awesome. And also, I just want to let you know that I wanted to talk to you about many of my listeners and viewers have known you from your time as Uncle Teddy from Rescue Me. So, what have been some of your most memorable moments from Rescue Me?
Well, Denis Leary had originally scheduled me to be the chief. It was a guy with a drinking problem, gambling problem, womanizing problem, and we were all set. And then ABC offered me a job where they backed up the Brinks truck, and I said, Dennis, I love you. I can use some money. And we had a show that was on for one season called It's All Relative. Wonderful show, but it got canceled. And then I had to go back to Dennis and say, can I have a job? He says, yeah, but you have to play my uncle.
And you were amazing in all those seasons. So, what was the chemistry like between you and Dennis?
We've been best friends for about 40 years. And here's a story that he doesn't like me to talk about. But my mother had passed away, and Dennis and my mother were really close. And he called me up and he said, Len, I'm so sorry about your mom. If there's anything I can do, let me know. And I said, yeah, I know that now. And we hung up. And he called me back 5 minutes ago. He says, hey, you don't even have a job. How are you going to bury your mother? And I said, well, I'm going to get a loan from the bank. He goes, no, no, no. I'll pay for everything under condition. We don't do it cheap. So he bought flowers and fire trucks, the looking ladders. And it was just the most amazing wake you've ever seen. And later on, I was working then, and my wife said, we should pay Dennis back. So we went out to dinner, his wife and my wife, and I said, Dennis, I can't thank you enough for everything you did, but here's a check. I want, and his wife, Dennis's wife, took the check, ripped it up, and said, "You were so good to Dennis, and your mother was so good to Dennis. Please let us do this for you." And I said, "I am so thankful. I only wish my father was dead so you can bury him."
That's incredible. That is so incredible. So now let's talk about From Rescue Me to Extended Family. So what
Right.
drew you to this show?
Well, I was fortunate because Wick Grossbeck, the owner of the Boston Celtics, had told me he wanted to write something about his life, and he asked me if I'd be involved. I said, "Of course." And then Tom Warner, who has more shows in syndication than anyone I know, Lenny, I'd love you to do this show. I said, "Great." And Mike O'Malley, another dear friend, the showrunner, said, "I want you to do the show." So Jacob started making the show. No one called. And I said, "Well, maybe it's not happening." So about 4 weeks in, they called me up and asked me to come out to do a few shows. And when I got there, uh, I saw myself on the monitor, and NBC was saying, "That's not working out." And I thought I was going to be fired. And then Lionsgate, wonderful movie company that we were said, "Yeah, it's definitely not working out. We need him in every show." So they reshot the pilot, and they reshot everything but 2 shows. And I'm just so thrilled to be involved.
All right, awesome.
Is a guy that I've taken out of my own personal life. I have 7 brothers and sisters, and
Wow.
they all have kids, and the only one without kids in the family is me. So I am the great uncle. They all love me. I'm the fun uncle. They call me uncle. And I've taken that and morphed it into a grandfather role. So I play John Cryer, and I have grandchildren that I just adore. They're great kids.
And that's incredible because the thing is, so now you have now you're Denis Leary's uncle. Now you're John Cryer's dad. So how is Bobby fits into the extended family world?
He fits very well because he deals with the grandkids in a very honest and open way. And my advice to them is probably not great, but they know I care about them, and I mean my best.
And of course, you're always doing incredible work as well. So, have you noticed any similarities and differences between Bobby and Uncle Teddy?
Yeah, because they're they're very sure of themselves, even though they're probably wrong. They're very self-confident.
Awesome, awesome. So we got to start winding down our conversation. So, if you had the opportunity to meet with rising comedians and actors who want to enter the entertainment industry, what advice would you share with them?
Just work hard and believe in yourself because there's going to be a lot of nights, and there'll be a lot of people that will not, try to pop your balloon, try to end your dream, and you can't have that. You've got to push ahead. I I had rough times, and I've had good times. Good times are better, but the rough times have made me a better comic and a better person.
Awesome. And so why should my audience check out Extended Family?
All right. First of all, the cast is amazing. We have two-time Emmy winner John Cryer. We have Donald Faison from Scrubs, and he's one of the funniest guys. He's just his own body. And then we have the beautiful Abigail Spencer, who came from the show Suits. And we have Finn Sweeney and Sophia Capana, and they play my grandkids, and they're the best child actors I've ever worked with. So the cast is amazing. Then there's the writers that are involved. They're so brilliant. And then there's Michael Nally as the showrunner, who's, I think, is the genius. We've got Tom Werner. We've got NBC, Lionsgate. It's just an amazing group of people who are all out on the same page to make this funny, really enjoyable TV show.
Awesome. So, last question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All righty, Lenny. First of all, where can they find extended family? And second of all, where can they find, if you're going to be touring or anything or on social media, where can my audience find you?
Okay. First of all, the extended family is Tuesday nights at 8:30 on NBC. However, if you'd like to go back and catch it from the beginning, it's streaming on the Peacock, and you can catch everything. And it's also on demand. As far as me, I'm on Facebook. I'm really not good at social media because I'm so old. I tell people I'm the second oldest man on network television, and Tom Selleck is doing that good.
Awesome. So, guys, if you missed an episode of the Jake Stick with Jacob Elyachar podcast, catch us on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Podchaser, Spotify, and Spreaker. Jake Stick with Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. Now, are you on social media? I'm on social media too. Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. And guys, for more information about my take on America's Got Talent or shows like Masked Singer, or even some my old interviews and music reviews, head to jakes-shake.com. Once again, jakes-shake.com. Lenny, thank you so much for taking time in your schedule to talk with me. It's been a huge honor.
Jacob, it's my pleasure, and I'll do your show anytime you want.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lenny. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, have a great one, everybody. Goodbye.